KHOU 11 News This Morning starts now.
And first at 4:30 this morning, firefighters rushing in to save a man who fell into an uncovered manhole. And we're live in North Houston with that overnight rescue.
The Texas killing fields case remains unsolved. Now League City Police have released new composite renderings, hoping for new leads.
Plus, firefighters are fed up with their station that's still damaged by Hurricane Harvey. So we go inside to see just how bad it is and to find out when those repairs will finally start. And good morning, H-Town. Thanks for waking up with us. Today is Tuesday, December 11th. I'm Russ Lewis.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez, along with Cheetah Craft. I want to say a warm welcome to the newest member of our family, Stephanie Simmons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Steph will be taking over the traffic beat here, and welcome to the team. Tell everybody where you're from.
Where I'm from, Indianapolis, by way of LA, and now Houston is home.
I know it feels like we already know you. You know, she's been
So
here
true.
a little behind the
So true.
scenes, so she knows Houston very well now.
And Doug's been helping me too.
Yes.
So we've been driving all around, made my way that 88 miles around the Beltway, 38 around the Loop. I got this down.
I know when she's talking over there, I'm like, I don't even know where you're talking about.
I know,
I'm like,
she
I've never
knows more
been
than we do
there.
already. So we're excited
Teach
to
us
have
some
you.
stuff.
Yeah, no, you know what's funny is LA traffic, we say the 405, and here it's just I-10, it's whatever, but it's a change.
It is a change. I get
got you
it.
though.
Well, we're
I get it.
excited that you're here. Welcome. And you're coming really with the best weather. I think, you know,
True.
everybody knew you were starting today, and that's why the skies opened up. No, it's going to be
I
beautiful.
like that.
Very similar to yesterday. We're starting off a little chilly this morning. We're under clear skies, live look over downtown. So good morning to you out there. Thank you for joining us. And maybe give Stephanie a shout out here and say, welcome to Houston. We got to bring her in with a welcome. Nice welcome here. Temperatures this morning are in the 30s. So like yesterday, you want to grab your jacket, you want to grab the coat. It is a very chilly start to the day. 32 in Huntsville, 30 degrees in Conroe. 36 this morning in Pearland. So across the board, very similar to yesterday. We're starting off in the 30s, but the nice thing is temperatures are going to be building a little bit higher than yesterday. We're talking right around 60. Notice we're dry across our radar this morning, but I'm going to show you the next big system that will be impacting us by Thursday. But good morning, Steph. How are we looking on the roadways?
Hey, you got it right. 50-50. You were going to call me Doug, okay? 50-50. Good morning, everybody. Houston, you are making my first day a piece of cake because we are moving accident-free. Whenever we see a lot of green out there, that is good news. I do want to zoom into downtown, though, because right before you get into the Pierce Elevated, you do have a problem spot with some construction. It is a popular spot. You're not going to be able to connect northbound I-45 to 69, so you have to just pass it on by and take I-10, reconnect that way. One other spot, here is your drive out of Katy. Easy breezy, beautiful into the Energy Corridor. Russ and Lisa.
Okay, Stephanie, thank you.
It's 4:33 breaking overnight. Firefighters, they rescued a man who fell into an open manhole.
Crews went to the Love's travel stop in North Houston on Patton Street and Highway 45 to save him. Our Janelle Ford is live outside that truck stop with how firefighters were able to get to him. Janelle.
Yeah, guys, this is a wild one just because of where this manhole is located. We're in the back of the truck stop. This is kind of a grassy area. The trucks, I know you can't see them right now, are kind of parked behind where our camera is right now. Here's that manhole. Houston Fire Department says that that guy fell 15 feet down there and they had to come back here and rescue him. Now, our cameras were rolling as that rescue took place. When I spoke with Houston Fire earlier this morning, they said that that man may have been carrying a cell phone, dropped that cell phone back here, and that's why he was back here in the first place. That's how he ended up falling in there. But really, we have no idea right now how exactly this went down. But thankfully, as we said, Houston Fire was able to get in there, get him out. As you can see here on the scene now, that manhole is covered up. There's caution tape kind of lining around it, making sure that no one else comes down and is able to fall into that manhole. Now, he did have to go to the hospital. What we've told so far is that he does have a few fractured bones that they're going to have to take care of, but really thankful that they were able to get him out of there because that hole was pretty deep. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Janelle, thank you. We're following more breaking news, this time from Southwest Houston. A teenager shot and killed by his uncle. This happened just before midnight on River Bluff Drive. Police say the two got into an argument. The uncle pulled out a rifle and shot the 17-year-old in the leg, but the teenager died at the hospital, and that uncle is now under arrest.
A major highway shut down overnight due to flooding. TxDOT closed FM 1485 and 2100 at the Harris-Montgomery County line after the San Jacinto River came out of its bank, spilling onto the roadway. That road connects Crosby to Huffman. The river is still rising following last weekend's storms. We do have a crew heading to the scene. We'll bring you a live report coming up at 5 o'clock.
Right now it's 4:35. Do you recognize these two women? Investigators in League City are hoping to finally identify them decades after they died in the infamous Killing Fields murders.
And now, thanks to remarkable DNA software, investigators have new clues that might finally solve these cold cases. Reporter Larry Seward talked to a father anxious to see this technology work.
Jane and Janet Doe, killing field victims from 1986 and 1991, known by little more than white crosses in a field in League City, have new color snapshots. New DNA analysis called phenotyping predicted how each looked at the time of their death, complete with skin, eye, hair color, and freckles. They even know one woman's family came from Louisiana of Acadian descent, the other from Tennessee.
Boy, that's the best thing we've had yet.
Tim Miller feels like their father. Police found his daughter Laura's remains in those same fields 34 years ago. So he founded Texas EquiSearch, finding missing people in 39 states and 8 countries, always hoping it led to closure.
I want to know who killed Laura. I want to know who these girls are. I can only hope the day comes when I can take that sigh of relief and I can put it behind me and start living a life that besides what I do.
He says past leads led only to disappointment, but having these sketches and detail feels different.
That was Larry Seward reporting. That father says he can't wait for people to see those photos. He believes the images will help ID both girls and possibly lead to his daughter's killer.
And the woman you see here will spend the next 28 years in prison for starving and beating her 5-year-old stepson and then keeping him locked in a closet. The malnourished child was rescued from a home in Spring 4 years ago. Tammy Blameyer was convicted of endangering and injuring a child. The boy's father is serving 15 years for the same crimes. He pled guilty a couple of years ago. The boy, by the way, now lives with his biological mother, and he is still recovering more than 4 years later. An ex-Baylor University fraternity president accused of rape will spend no time in prison. Jacob Anderson pled no contest. A former Baylor student accused Anderson of assaulting her outside of a party 2 years ago. Prosecutors say details, though, of what happened that night were not consistent enough to go to trial. Under the plea deal, Anderson will go to counseling. He will pay a $400 fine and spend 3 years on probation.
A human skull found in a family's yard in Liberty County has deputies searching for more remains. They think the family dog found the skull nearby and carried it home. Volunteer teams searched a wooded, marshy area near County Road 325 yesterday to see if they could find any other remains. They're not sure if the skull washed up from a shallow grave or if it came up with floodwaters over the weekend. It's not clear yet if the skull belonged to a woman or a man. The skull is very weathered, we're told, and may have been exposed to the elements for some time, possibly years. Firefighters in Dickinson say they're working in unsafe conditions at their own firehouse. They say roof and water damage from Hurricane Harvey still has not been fixed. The crew showed us signs of mold at that fire station. Officials with the city of Dickinson say they have hired a contractor to fix the problems, but firefighters say it is taking too long.
It's a health situation. These men and women work in this building, and they shouldn't have to work under these conditions.
After fighting with FEMA and insurance, the city says they'll pay for repairs out of the city budget. The work order is on the city council agenda tonight. Work repairs, we're told, will begin soon.
It's 4:38. That winter storm crippling the southeast killed at least 3 people. Some parts of North Carolina received 14 inches of snow, and in Richmond, Virginia, more than 11 inches fell. That's the most in more than 100 years. Thousands of people remain without electricity this morning, and crews are working around the clock to clear all the accidents and remove the snow from the roads.
First responders stand ready to assist you as needed, but don't risk your safety and theirs by making them come to your rescue.
Forecasters predict freezing weather and black ice will impact this morning's commute.
Cheetah, what is the latest with the storm this morning?
Well, it continues to push almost offshore, so we're going to continue to watch those, the remnants of that big area of low pressure. You know, what we're talking about across portions of the east and southeast, same area of low pressure that impacted our weather late Friday into Saturday this past weekend. So held together, still continuing to push off the east coast. Again, today should probably be the last day with that. It's just the cold air behind it. Let me take you, though, across the state of Texas here. We still have high pressure in control. A beautiful day to look forward to. Today, we're going to tack on another 3 degrees from yesterday afternoon. So if anything, temperatures are on the up and up. So I take it back out to the Pacific Northwest. Very similar to the system that we saw Friday, brewing once again in the Pacific. This is already starting to impact areas in Seattle, Portland, and that will extend to California here over the next 24 hours. This will be the next big area of low pressure that impacts our weather by Thursday morning, late Wednesday into Thursday. Let me show you on our future track. I'm going to walk you here day by day. So today we stay dry, lots of sunshine in the forecast for your Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll throw in a few clouds. This is Wednesday evening. So late Wednesday night, overnight into Thursday morning. This is 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Your morning commute on Thursday probably will be a wet one at that. Now about a half to an inch and a half of rain expected. By Thursday afternoon, most of the heavy rain working well off to our east. That leaves us with cold air. The reason I'm stopping our future track around 7 a.m. Friday morning, let me show you the area that I'm going to have to really monitor because we'll have cold air behind this. Look at that little pink popping up on our future track. So areas well northwest of town, we're going to be close to being in the upper 30s with some light moisture. You know what that means. Now, not this morning, 35. So you'll need the coat. I mean, Steph, you're coming with beautiful weather. It's cold this morning. You got to get the heater cranked in the car when you hit the roadways this morning, but this afternoon should be really nice.
Well, I did get a new car this weekend, but it did not come with seat warmers, which was really tough. And I enjoyed my first rainfall on Friday to Saturday night too. Yes, so I like the rain, especially overnight. It's delightful. And we are off to a really pleasant start for you on our roadways. I want to start with a look at your drive on 249. This is inbound traffic towards Beltway 8. You've got a lot of cars on the opposite side, but you have room to maneuver there going inbound. Let's take a look at your drive here, if we can, in the Crosby area. So we are taking a look at that stretch, 66 miles per hour as you head towards Jacinto City. In fact, that travel time is highlighted up top, and then this is your ride out of Chambers County to downtown Houston, and then on your LaPorte Freeway, this is that drive towards the loop. So no accidents on any of those freeways right now. Russ and Lisa.
Okay, Steph, thank you.
It's 4:42 this morning. You know, when mom is your wingman, how about that? A mother sets up her son on a date, and now that story has a brand new chapter, and we're going to break it down for you.
Plus, a rise in online shopping fraud, what thieves are up to now, and how to protect yourself.